Hello, welcome to A-Levels at Barnet and Southgate College. My name's Sue Baker and I'd like to welcome you to our fantastic A-Level department. And here you can see some smiling faces of our students that are currently with us in their second year. We are a strong, well-established A-Level department with an excellent reputation in the local area, with dedicated teachers to ensure exam success. And we strive to ensure that all of our learners are on the right programme and receive the very best tuition. So what we ensure is that students are choosing the right subjects, it fits their skill sets to make sure that they make continuous progress throughout the course. Importantly, we care about our students and support them throughout their educational journey. If you'd like more detailed information about the actual subjects that we offer and what topics are involved within those subjects, on the website there is a mini prospectus with all the details available. Facts and figures. I won't talk about 2020 too much, but our centre assessment grades were accurate and a very good reflection of how well our learners did. The year before, we had 100% pass rates in numerous subjects, with very high pass rates in additional subjects also. In terms of the course structure, we offer a 2-year linear A-level programme, and students are expected to study 3 A-levels plus tutorial, do some enrichment. And we conduct progress reviews at regular intervals throughout the year. We also offer very specific A-level programmes for students that have particular interests or particular needs. For example, we offer a sports academy programme with A-levels, and here students are members of specific sports academies and have a bespoke timetable that fits with their training and match their commitments. Sports specialisms can include NFL, tennis, athletics, football, basketball, boxing, and some others may be introduced in the next academic year. Here's an example of some of our partners. More specifically, we have Spurs boys and girls, we have the NFL, we have Win Tennis and England boxing. The inclusive sixth form is a very specialist provision that we offer, and this is a course for students who are emotionally vulnerable, may have had mental health issues and are not really able to access a conventional sixth form. It really is ideal for students that wish to engage with education whilst dealing with emotional issues such as anxiety, depression, eating disorders, or it may be appropriate for some students with medical issues. The course offers a very flexible and nurturing approach to learning and the opportunity to complete a wide range of A-levels. The Year 14 course is for students who wish to improve their grade profile to progress to higher education in 2021. It's a highly structured full-time course, and students need to maintain a focused, dedicated approach to their studies. Specifically for this course, students need to have already passed an A-level. They will do one intensive A-level and a grade growth subject. Also, students can complete an EPQ, which is an extended project qualification. In terms of teaching and learning and assessment, we really try and ensure that our students learn in a way that is appropriate and fits their learning needs. During lockdown, students did actually access all of their lessons via Microsoft Teams, and online lessons took place throughout the period and when we had a mini lockdown just before half term. In usual times, lessons include group work, teacher-led discussions, teacher exposition, student presentations, role play, etc. However, because of social distancing, we're not able to offer that variety, but we're looking into new modern ways of delivering the curriculum. We do find that it's so important to keep in contact with parents, and we do this via the personal tutor, parent induction, parents' evenings, intervention meetings and written reports. Some of these will be on Microsoft Teams, maybe Zoom. However, we will keep the commitment to that contact with you however we do it. We are slightly limited by some GDPR in terms of we need parental consent for some kinds of communication. Also, we do have a departmental Twitter and Instagram where you can find up-to-date information about what students have been doing. Importantly, most of our students, about 98% of them, actually progress to HE, to higher education. And what we do is we provide excellent support and encouragement for that process. So students get a lot of help with their personal statements, choosing what kinds of courses they need to do, and the types of university they wish to attend. And here you can see the kinds of universities where students have progressed to over the last few years. So we've got a real combination of Russell Group universities, universities with specific specialisms in certain subjects, and we like to keep in contact with our students through our A-level alumni network. In terms of enrichment, we offer whole course enrichment. So that could be when we take the students out to trips, for example, to Brighton University, to HE fairs. We've had mock elections, and now we're introducing virtual activities into our enrichment package. So students are seeing virtual art galleries, are looking at synthesized court cases, etc. We do like students to engage in competitions, and again, these have changed in format over the recent few months. And here's an example of some of the competitions we do, including the UK Maths Challenge, Chemistry Olympiad, Physics Olympiad. We do various English writing competitions, and we often do mock trials in classes such as law, and students are also encouraged to attend online conferences and webinars. Here's an example of some of our psychology students with the famous psychologist Zimbardo, obviously very much topical at the moment. Also, we have students there that went on a physics trip. So for preparing for A-levels, we think it's really important for you to complete all of our Head Start activities that you can find on the website. Therefore, every subject has a Head Start activity that we'd like you all to engage with. It may be that you can't choose what subject you'd like to do. So by doing these Head Start activities, they'll give you a real flavour of the kind of A-level course that we're going to be offering you. And these are all available on the website. Okay, I'm going to preempt some questions now, because these are often the questions that are asked to me when I'm normally giving this verbally face-to-face as a presentation to prospective students. So, first of all, do I have to pay for anything? Well, you do have to pay for your textbooks, and we are in the process of organising an exchange for our A2 students that are leaving this year to leave their books, so we're going to have an exchange like that. But you will, we do encourage you all to buy your own textbooks. Do students have form time? Well, we call it tutorial time, and students see their personal tutor once a week, and that personal tutor guides and supports you throughout your time with us. They'll help you with study skills, topical themes and questions, debates, and also look at your UCAS application and progression. Next question, can I study very different A-levels? Well, this is quite a difficult one, because some students come to me and say, I would like to study maths, physics and sociology. And I say, I don't think that really goes that well, because the skills that you need for sociology are very different from the skills that you need with physics. And what you need to do is really have a synergy there where topics cross over to get the real most out of your subjects. However, we will be, we'll look at every student on an individual basis. And if you are very adamant and you have a really good plan of why you need to do those very different subjects, we will allow that. How many classes do I have a week? Well, you have 3 classes per week, and each class is an hour and a half long. You may have an additional half an hour for science practicals, and you will have A2 revision workshops in the 2nd year. Which campus will I be on? And you will be at the Wood Street campus. How many students progress to university? As I said, I think it's something like 97.8%. Are there parents' evenings? Yes. but these are likely to be done by Microsoft Teams and Zoom in January for our A1 students this year, and in the summer term as well. If students struggle with their subjects, can they get help? Yes, indeed, you can get help. You can get support, and the subject leader for each individual subject will have a mechanism whereby that the students will be supported in that subject. So for maths, it may be that you go to a maths workshop. For biology, you may have a one-to-one with your teacher. For sociology, you may be directed to certain resources and activities. Finally, my email is Sue Baker at the bottom there. If any of you have got any questions or queries, please email me, and I will hopefully respond very quickly to any concerns or questions you do have. If anyone has any questions now, I'm quite happy to answer them. In the chat, I have seen 9 questions in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to take my first year IT level 3 extended diploma. First of all, I'm going to reply to a booker. You are doing a level 3 extended diploma, would like to take A level math on the side. Yes, that would be possible. We would just have to make sure it fits in with the timetable. But yes, if you've got a 7 or an 8 for maths, you can definitely do maths A level. Okay, Addy, what does highly structured course mean? It means that you have defined lessons with a very clear learning program. Each lesson is carefully structured. You have to follow every lesson and follow all of your schemes of work. Okay, Luke, I'm coming to you now. What grade is required for maths and English in order to study A levels? Hi, Luke. To study maths, we are looking for a 7. However, students with a 6 that have got high grades in science, particularly physics, if they've done triple science, we will definitely consider you. For English, you need a 6 in language. If you're doing literature, we would like you to have a 6 or a 7 in literature as well. With sensor assessment grades, we have looked at the whole range of different subjects that students do, because that gives us a better indication. We're not like other centres that have a score and say you can't come here because you haven't scored high enough in your GCSEs. We look at the range of A levels, GCSEs that you're doing, and see how you've performed, and think actually the student has got a lot of potential in English because they've done really well in history and sociology. So we will look at students who are borderline on an individual basis. Okay, the next student, what is the requirement for biology? You would need a 6 in maths, a 6 in maths and or English, and a 6 in science. Okay, do we have, do you take extenuating circumstances into account when deciding who to let study a subject? Well, we will take extenuating circumstances into account, and they will be discussed at an interview, an online interview, or a face-to-face one. Please highlight that if on your application, if you have got extenuating circumstances, and then I will personally look at those applications and make a decision on the basis of what you inform me. Okay, do we have any other questions? Okay, I've got another one coming up now. There's a question from somebody here who is asking about not having GCSEs at the moment and coming from overseas. My suggestion would be here to perhaps consider doing the full-time GCSE course here with us at Barnet and Southgate College for a year to get the real foundations before you complete an A-level course with us. it may be that you just need that real foundation to be set there before the young person progresses to A-levels. Okay, do I have any other questions? Okay, I have another one here, which asks about teacher specialisms. Just to make sure that you all understand that all of our teachers are specifically A-level teachers. Many of them are examiners, which means that they actually mark papers, so they have a really good understanding of the skills that are needed to get really good grades. And they're all dedicated A-level specialists, and that's all that they focus on in terms of curriculum delivery. Okay, I've got some more questions. I've got another question here that says, when can we start applying for A-levels? You can start applying at the end of November. You can start applying now. We're taking applications from this week. My advice is that if you are considering us, make an application as soon as possible, because the popular subjects such as chemistry, business, sociology, psychology, economics, they do get filled up really, really quickly. And if you want that place on that specific A-level, you really will need to apply early on, which will give you the conditional place. So just to make sure you understand this, that all students will be interviewed or they'll be given a conditional offer, and that conditional offer is on the condition of you passing GCSEs at certain grades. Okay, I've got another question. Okay, we do an entrance test for students from overseas students that haven't got English GCSE qualifications. It's called a CBAT test, and it's administered by Cambridge University, and we will be running that from August 2022. So you won't be able to sit the test until next year. Somebody's asking me about the where is the application for A-levels? You can apply online. You can click on the website, and it should be there should be a box there for you to apply. Any questions? Okay. Is it possible to do retakes in GCSEs other than just maths and English? Yes, there is a full-time GCSE revision course which is run at our Southgate campus, and on that course you'll do 3 subjects. So you could do 3 science subjects, say physics, chemistry, biology, plus maths and English and psychology. So you could even do 6, but 5 is what we recommend. Okay, I've got a question here. What happens if GCSEs get cancelled? Well, if GCSE get cancelled as they did last year, probably what will happen is that centre assessment grades will be compiled by schools. And what schools and colleges had to do last year was look at a range of evidence. So what marks you got in tests, what mark you had in mock exams, homework, stuff like that. And then your teachers at your schools do an estimate of what grade they think that you would have achieved had you have done the exam. Okay, so I do think that we are coming to the end of our question. One more question, I'll get one more in. What happens if you don't get the required entry requirement? Is there a possibility of offering a course such as this? Yes, I think we're in a very unique position here at Barnet and Southgate College on our A-level programme, that if students are struggling, they're finding A-levels too challenging, they are given the opportunity to transfer to a BTEC course, which is more coursework based and less exam focused, which is ideal for certain students. Also, if you apply to do A-levels and you decide that you haven't got the grades at GCSE that really are required for A-levels, you can by all means do a BTEC course with us, or a UAL, which is a University of the Arts London course, if your focus is more on media, art, design, or something like that. Okay. I am going to finish now, and I would like to say thank you ever so much for listening to me. And if you do have any questions or any queries, please email me at the address on the PowerPoint that I've just gone through. Also, you'll find my address on the A-level page on the website. I'm happy to answer lots of questions, and I hope that you are all doing well at the moment. You're all back at school, you're enjoying your GCSE courses, probably being with your friends, and I wish you the best of luck with those GCSEs and hope to see you in September next year. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.